Welcome back to 13C. We're out here today with Bill from NFA Talk, nfatalk.org.
Yes.
Yes. All right. We did a bunch of awesome stuff out here today. We did a ton of work with 22s.
Yep.
We did a bunch of work with 45.
AR-15 9mm.
And then AR-15 9mm. And then we did some 5.56 work as well.
Yes. We got quite a few tests done, and everything was on the same host for the sake of can comparison, so it was great.
Yep, and we had same ammunition as well, going from caliber to caliber, you know, same brand all the way through the different cans. So depending on which video you're watching right now will determine what segment they're going to be. I'm going to have to divide this up into you know, the 22s, the 5.56, and then probably the AR-9 stuff will be a separate video. So probably be 3 in this series. We'll see how this rolls out. We're going to get back to our conversation with Bill from NFA Talk at the end of this video. Kind of broke it off in the middle. You'll see why at the end. Why I split it in the middle. But I wanted to preface this video by pointing out that this is going to be on 22LR host. The same host throughout, the same Gemtech 22 ammo throughout, and it's also, I'm pretty excited, we've got a couple of my favorite 22LR silencers in this one, so it's fun to see how those stack out with this Gemtech 22 silencer suppressor branded ammo. Same ammo used throughout, so we've got consistency, same host, everything else. This is going to show kind of your best case, lowest DBs. Now, granted, Gemtech silencer branded ammo is not the quietest at all. The CCI beats it, in my opinion, as well as the American Eagle suppressor brand, and there's a couple others out there as well that blow the Gemtech away, silencer branded ammo. But this was the bulk amount that we actually had to be able to test all these cans at once, and we wanted to standardize those for all purposes here in the testing, so that's what we went with. In any event, what really separates kind of the men from the boys in 22LR silencers is subsonic. You can kind of note as just how close a lot of those differences are on at least some of my favorite cans anyway. But when you start getting into the higher calibers, you know, if they're rated for those, because not everything in this video is going to be rated for what I'm going to mention, but most of them are 17 HMR, 22 mag, stuff like that. You really start seeing where the technology differences come out and expand. If you're just using it on 22LR, it may not be that important, but if you're planning on using it on other things, especially like FN57, if the can's rated for it, you'll see a massive difference. Now, we're hoping maybe we can talk build coming back out, and we can do some of that in the fall. But this is going to focus on the subsonic 22LR and all these hosts we're going through. Anyway, it's going to be pretty fun. Like I said, it's got a couple of my favorite 22LR silencers in it, which is nice. And then for the lulls at the end, you know, we got a Gemtech one that we put on that same 22, as well as an old school SilencerCo Warlock. So kind of fun to see those numbers and how they shake out, especially that older technology versus, you know, the more recent current stuff, obviously, that we have in there. So that's pretty neat. Thank you everyone again for all your support. We really appreciate it. We've got our channel shirts up on 1776 United. We've got a 15% off code down there that will save you 15% off not just our channel shirts, but pretty much anything on their site. In addition to that, you can check us out on some of the other social media platforms, because, you know, on YouTube we've been, not only have we been demonetized, but we've been completely removed from the YouTube partnership program. Subscribe anyway if you haven't. Hit that notification bell for new videos. Try and check us out on some of those other more freedom-minded platforms like Gunstreamer and Full 30. We are on Facebook and Instagram, but MeWe, Parler, Udo, much better alternatives, and if you can support those other systems, that would be a great way to do it. Speaking of which, we also have a Patreon that you can go check out. We really appreciate your support there. Again, best way to support us: like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for new videos. Thanks again, everybody. We appreciate your support, and let's dive right into it.
Fire. 119, 121, 123.8.
Okay.
Fire. 114.4, 116, 119.
Okay.
Fire. 114.4, 114.4, 118.
Okay.
Fire Elijah. 130, 120.2.
We're shooting the AR again?
120.
All right.
Fire. 120, 117, 117.
Typical
Alright.
model core.
Yep. Got
First
loud.
round pop is garbage.
Yep. Fire.
21s.
17,
Wow.
114,
Must be a good
117.
day. Must be a good day.
Yeah, I was gonna say things are changing up for it.
Yep.
Fire. 115, 117, 119.
Coming out of the box.
Okay.
Seriously. Fire. 117.3, 118.2, 124.4.
Okay.
Fire. 116.3, 117.3, 124.2. Fire. 116.5, 115.5, 119 and a half.
Okay.
Fire. 114.2, 117.2, 120.
All right.
Fire. 114.3, 117.2, 117.
Okay.
Fire. 116.2, 118.2, 122.4.
Okay.
117, 117 and a half, 122 and a half.
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Yep.
Fire. 114, 114, 117.
Okay.
Fire. 116.4, 115.5, 120.
All right.
Go ahead and fire, Elijah. 123.8,
Fucking garbage.
121.8, 121.
Okay.
Fire. 124.3, 117.5, 117.
Okay.
Fire. 121 and a half, 119, 122 and a half. 122.5, 117.5, 119.
Wow. Are we
Warlock.
losing the one again?
Fire. 120, 115.5, 119.
Okay.
Fire. 120.8, 117, 117.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably be 3 in this series. We'll see how this rolls out. But here at the end of the day, what was so this is both the beginning and the end of the video. So here at the end of the day, what were some takeaways that you thought from the day? Anything?
You know, fantastic. When you start to have a lot of different silencer hosts, it becomes, you know, a lot of the newer guys that get into this are like, tell me what can to buy, the one buy all, end all can. But you know, it ends up being more about the features of the can and than the DBs. You know, once you get a good can, you know, it isn't night and day between the best can to the worst can. You know, it's only a few DBs difference. So, you know, pick based on features, pick on, you know, pick based on manufacturers, pick on those things, because the DB race is so much closer now. You know.
It is. It's remarkable how close some of these things are. We saw, you know, especially a couple of the 9mm cans. You know, they stack back to back, and the same thing for some of the 22s as well. I mean, some cans that are a couple of years older, and some of the newer stuff, they're neck and neck in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So yeah, I try and tell people the same thing when they're selecting a can. Don't necessarily try and chase that lowest DB number. You know, on any given day, any given can sometimes edge out the other one. We see that a lot on monocore cans. It's amazing to me the difference between, you know, a month can have for monocore cans, at least, you know, with the temperature and humidity differences. It's weird because we don't really, at least I really don't see that on baffle stacks. But on monocore cans, it's really peculiar.
And you'll see that first round pop. Like monocore cans are known for, you know, they start off maybe a little loud, few shots in, you're over it. But it's there, you know. So if it's an issue for you, you know, just be aware.
Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joe.
We've got a great video that came out a couple of weeks ago from some old data that we recovered, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't. That was a bunch of 30 cal data, which was really good. It's about 2 years old now, but all that data is still equally relevant today, because all those cans are still in production. I think every single one of those cans is still in production and for sale right now. Special thank you to Silencer Shop. Check them out if you haven't. They've got a SID kiosk as well, which really simplifies the paperwork. And especially now today with all the stupidity going on with COOF and it being the hard way. I'm not going to actually say the other word, or
Yes.
otherwise we're going to get a strike.
Yes.
But with all that stuff, being able to put your fingerprints in once at a kiosk by yourself and then just file that stuff online makes it really easier, and it simplifies the process, especially if you're a first-time buyer. So there's that. Facebook.com/gun reviews. Check us out on MeWe instead. Parlor, over Instagram, which we're on all these. You do. Support those smaller things, Full 30, Gunstreamer, stuff like that. And don't forget nfatalk.org. We'll have all the full data. We're going to kind of compile some of the smaller stuff, but for all those full specs, we're going to leave all those over on nfatalk.org, so be sure to check them out. Thanks again, man. I appreciate it. Don't fall into the lies, but stay safe anyway. So, yeah. See ya.
Gemtech sucks.